Hi guys, it's me, Donita, and I am just coming with a quick update because I feel like I have a few things that I just want to talk about and share. So, for those of you who are not familiar with my journey, I had gastric bypass surgery December 2nd, 2014 with Dr. Dan in Akron, Ohio. And I love Dr. Dan. Props to Dr. Dan. Um, So, in 2.5 weeks, I will be celebrating. Um, in 2.5 weeks, I'll be celebrating my 14th month post op. So, wow, 14 months. Crazy, right? Crazy for sure. Crazy. So, I, at this point, have lost 161 pounds, which puts me at my weight today is 232. 232. Wow. Um, My goal weight is 220. I mean, that's where I told Dr. Dan that I wanted to be as far as goal was 220. And it's like, I have a feeling it's going to take me a while to get there just because of the fact that weight is like slowly coming off now. Um, do not regret surgery. Still think it's the best thing I've ever done for my health. I, I'm struggling. Um, you know, I was about 11 months post op and 12 a little no, I was almost a year post op at like Thanksgiving time almost, and then Christmas was almost 13 months post op, and I really felt like during the holidays it hit me hard. I almost felt like, okay, you had this surgery, all this time you've been limited as far as what you can eat, and now you can eat anything, and I felt mentally like I was right back to where I was from the beginning. And I know that's hard for people to understand who don't um, who hasn't been through the process, because mentally I feel like the same girl. I am, right? But I mean, I still feel like that 400-pound girl. 393 is what I was when I went to go see Dr. Deanna for the first time. But I had hit 401 at one point. Um, but I still feel like that girl. I'm sitting at 232, but I feel like that same girl. I don't feel any different. I mentally feel like, don't take me wrong when I say that. Um, I understand I'm fitting clothes, that I'm getting around better, all those things. Like, I completely get. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm talking about the mental battle. I really feel like I'm still there. Every day I wake up and I realize this is going to be the fight of my life. So the weight came off, but the weight will go back on just as fast if I go back to my old habits. And so mentally, I'm still that same food addict. Um, I am, and it's embarrassing because I, I guess I presumed that the weight would fall off and I would not struggle with food. And I guess, I heard people say, "Oh, it still will be a battle," but I don't know that I knew that it would be the same exact battle mentally, because it is. I mean, it's not, and that brings me to the whole point of this video. Um, the whole point of my video, and I will check in probably. I will definitely check in when I hit my 14-month post-op. I will do a weigh-in and just check in with you guys, so you guys know where I'm at for 14 months post-op, which is like in 2.5 weeks. Crazy, right? Yeah. But it brings me to the point of this video, which is I kind of felt like at Thanksgiving and Christmas that I lost so little from like November till January something. And it was my fault. I wasn't eating out of control as far as like I used to. I wasn't doing that. But I was definitely taking bites of things that I shouldn't. I wasn't sitting and eating a bag of chips, but I had bites of sweets that would make me nauseous. Um, Nothing extreme, but enough that it would you would be surprised at how much it takes to prevent you from losing. It doesn't take much. That line, if I mean, you think about, to lose, you have to delete so many calories, and we're already eating so little calories as it is, directly out after surgery. So Anyways, so I really, the past week, have buckled down, and I've done this before, but I'm going to be more consistent with it. Like, for example, if you would look through my cupboards right now, you're not going to find a chip. You're not going to find a cracker. You're not going to find bread. I'm not tempted by bread, but there's just none in my house. Um, we don't really eat bread anymore. My family does some, but not much. You're not going to find ice cream. I mean, honestly, if you look through my cupboards, you're going to find canned food like beans. If you look at my freezer, you're going to find seafood or something frozen. You look in my fridge. I just want to go through the kinds. I'm not bringing foods into my house, and I'm not really grocery shopping the way that I used to out of fear. Um, my, my son woke up. He was playing games last night pretty late because it was weekend, and he said he came down and it's like in the middle of the night, and he wanted to eat a snack, and there's nothing here. I had already bought him Chinese because he loves Chinese, and well, I used to eat Chinese all the time, and I loved it too, so I can't blame him. But he's like, I want food, and I want you to cook for me, and I didn't have anything to really cook him because there's nothing here. There was no snacks for him, and I felt kind of bad, but then I thought, well, you don't really need to be eating at 1 o'clock in the morning anyway, so you'll be fine till breakfast, kind of thing. Um, my husband, we went to the store today. He wanted to buy peanut butter. I said, sorry, we're not buying peanut butter because it's a trigger food for me, and all it's going to take is a couple tablespoons. And what I mean by that is peanut butter is a type of food. Is it a healthy choice for us? Yes, 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 yes. But it's that trigger food for me where I can go get a teaspoon and eat it. And if I get up at 3 in the morning, I might have a couple of tablespoons. It's not something I would typically do, but I would back in the day. But if it's in my cupboard, who says I won't do that one day? You know what I mean? So I don't have peanut butter in my cupboard. My husband just left. It's like nighttime, almost. And he left for work stuff. And I had him, my daily, this is what I do daily. If there's anything that we happen to buy in the house, such as lunch stuff for the kids, like crackers or granola bars, anything like that, it's going to go to the trunk of the car. He takes it to work with him every day. We will go back out to the car and get it tomorrow so I can pack the kids' lunches, and then it will go back straight to the car. So it doesn't stay in my house. If I get up at 3 in the morning and I go to pee, there will not be a granola bar for me to eat in the house. I feel like I'm being extreme with this a little bit, but I know that I'm forever a food addict, and the sooner that I acknowledge that I had an issue before, the sooner I'm going to realize that I'm going to have to take some precautions. Maybe I won't have to do this forever, but I am scared of food. I'm scared of food, and I'm scared of what it did to me. I'm scared of what I let it do to me. I abused it, and that's my fault. It's not the food's fault, It's my fault. I abused food, and I know that fine line is there, and it's so easy to go right back to that abuse for me. I know it is. The best thing for me to do is not to taste something. If I know it's a trigger food for me, just don't even try it. Don't taste it, because if I do, I'm going to want another. It's the reason it's been almost 14 months and I haven't had pop, soda. I keep saying this, but I haven't had a Frappuccino. I gotta say, the thing that I struggle with most is potato chips or a Dorito or something crunchy and salty. So if I would try one, then I want a second one. I don't really struggle with sweets that much, but I have. In the past. I remember eating a whole jar of frosting. I would buy it and sit it in the fridge and just go eat it all day. Like, who does that? I did. Why would I do that to myself? So anyway, I just wanted to share a few things with you guys. I'm doing, on work days, I do my protein shake every morning. So that's 100 calories. This is, it changes up. So I know sometimes you'll watch a previous video and you're like, well, that's not what she did in the last video. I change it up. I do change it up sometimes, but currently this is what I'm doing. This here, I know that there's a lot of controversy about this snack. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's the Kraft Stack 10 grams of protein for white cheddar and salami pepper stick. I love this thing. I get it at my Speedway. The lighting's bad in here. It's 160 calories, so this will be my snack this will be my snack at work. So at that point, I'll have 260 calories. So then I will have lunch. And what I've been doing for lunch is eating just recently, this is what I've been doing because I was doing salads and I've kind of moved away from salads, trying to lower my calories for lunch. So cottage cheese, I will take a half a cup to work, and it's 120 calories. Or no, it's 110, sorry. 110 calories, 12 grams of protein, great for protein. So this will be my lunch. A half a cup of this is my lunch. So you got the 160 here, like about 200, 260, so at this point I'm gonna get 360 with my protein shake, 370. That will be my lunch. Then my next snack is usually this has got to be my favorite. It's grape caramel apple pie. Dannon makes it. 80 calories, 12 grams of protein. So this is 80 calories. So where was I? 370 plus 80 is like what? 450. I don't know. I'm just gonna say 450 because I'm not even adding, but whatever. So by the time I leave work at 6 o'clock, which is the typical time that I leave work, I would had 450 calories approximately as of late because I've been trying to really just reduce it down. I'm not a big fan of the phone apps, but I've been trying the Lose It app, and I've been doing better with it. So I used that all last week at work, and I've been trying to stick to 900 calories a day, which is last week I did pretty good with that, because I really think that 1200 I probably would still lose at 1200, but I think that from Thanksgiving and Christmas I got into the habit of eating close to 1500 calories maybe. I'm not even sure because I wasn't keeping track. I mean, it was nothing crazy, but 1500 calories is more than what I should be eating if I'm still trying to lose weight. So that will be my at 6 o'clock. I'll leave. I'll come home, and we have so many basketball games at this point because it's basketball season. So we'll go to a basketball game, and I will try to take something like this with me to hold me over till I get home, because I don't want to eat any of the crap there. But I absolutely love the teriyaki. I don't really like the barbecue much, but this is the P3 portable protein pack. 11 grams of protein, 120 calories. This one is the teriyaki, and it's like chicken tenders. I like this in sauce. So it's kind of like doing like a chicken nugget thing, but a healthy version. This will be my snack until I get home. So this is what I'll do for that. At least it's what I've been doing as of late. I will come home, and I've really just been really stuffing up on veggies for dinner. I've been doing a lot of stuffed mushrooms, or just using mushrooms, cutting them up kind of like a steak and dipping them in A1 like a portobello mushroom. Or I'll sometimes make meat like fajitas. Really just trying to do meat and veggies for dinner. And then if I still want a snack later, I may eat like a yogurt, or this is something, these crab imitation crab sticks or whatever they are. For 3 of them, they're 90 calories and 6 grams of protein. I know it's fake crab, but it's 90 calories. If I want 3 of them, I feel like I've ate something and it's okay. And then I also bought this wild caught crab, and this was expensive, but I've been using this to mix with I don't know if you can see it. It's like this was pricey actually. I don't know if I'll buy it. Well, I probably will buy it again because it was pretty good in my portobello mushroom. I made a portobello mushroom with this amazing like I stuffed it with, of course, seasonings and garlic and onions, and then Parmesan cheese. Oh, it was pretty good. I really liked it. So yeah, I don't know, girls, gentlemen. I'm just really, I guess nobody really prepares you to when you get to this place. You know, um, the place where you realize, okay, I can eat anything. What do I eat now? Like, I know what I was supposed to eat directly after surgery. You know those things, but then it hits you like wow, I feel mentally back to square one. And I don't know if that even makes any sense. Like, how could you feel back to square one if you've lost 161 pounds? Um, but I do. Mentally, I feel so there, the same exact place I was. Like, nothing has changed here. Um, I mean, my vision of food and my thoughts on food has changed. I'm not saying that it hasn't. Like, this process has taught me to eat better. It's not what I mean. I don't even know if I'm wording it right. Like, I just feel, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I Yeah, I don't want to ramble, so I need to just. But I just wanted to do this quick video, basically just to say, I don't know what you guys do to control your old triggers. The things that triggered you to eat, to overeat. You know, I found myself, especially after the holidays, just roaming my cupboards and trying to find something to put in my mouth. But why if I'm not hungry? Or if I convince myself I'm hungry? Well, good luck, cupboards, because there's nothing there now. I mean, there's literally nothing here. I'm not going to overeat on yogurt. I've never binged yogurt in my life. You know what I mean? So I've never binged on cottage cheese. I'm not going to binge on chicken. The things that I would binge on before would be chips, pizza, corn dogs. That nasty processed crap food. That's what I would binge on. There's nothing in my house for me to binge on. And I prefer to keep it that way, and I think it's going to be my plan. I mean, it's extreme, I know. But I really don't know what else to do, because I didn't go through all this. I didn't come this far to let myself sink back into old habits. So, yeah. Maybe I'm mental. Maybe I'm having a mental breakdown right now about food, because I don't know. I'm the same way with like buffets. Like, my family knows, do not say we're going to a buffet, because even like Mexican is like my favorite restaurant in the whole world. I bet you I gained about 100 pounds from Mexican food alone. I mean, so can I go there and eat healthy? I can. It's hard though for me to avoid the chips. I can have a few, but when I have a few, then I want them again in a couple days. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want them. Um, my husband will get fajitas, and I'll just eat the vegetables. I won't eat nothing but just the onions and mushrooms and maybe a piece of chicken. But I still don't like going to Mexican now, because I feel like it's a bad place for me. It's a trigger place. Yeah. So I'm trying to avoid my triggers. I guess that's what this whole video is about, is avoiding triggers, food triggers, and to going to the extreme to protect my health. Um, I have a lot of weight to lose yet, and I don't think I know I have to use the next 6 months to do that, because I'm still in that phase where I can lose. I don't know that we can lose forever in this process, from what I understand. Like, there comes a place and a point where you stop losing, and I don't I don't want to get to that place and not have done my absolute best. And not to mention that I do want to go get a skin consultation, um, but I think I want to get to my goal weight first. At least I want to get to 220, or close to 220 before I go see him or her. I have a doctor picked out, sort of, that I want to go to. He's pretty amazing from what I understand. And then start that process to see what my insurance will cover, and what it won't cover, and then what I need to do to make this happen. I think if I had a choice of the first place I would do surgery, it'd probably be my belly, maybe my arms. See, I have a lot I want to do, and I know my insurance isn't going to cover everything. So whatever my insurance covers is probably what I'll do first, and then I will probably have to save up if I expect to do anything else. But my list is definitely arms. My arms need help. They do. I've got a lot of, like, flubber here. It's not cute. I'm really struggling with my legs too. I really have to cover up what I wear with my legs, because I feel like I have like this overlapping skin issue with my legs. My husband would say a boob job would be the first thing on his list, but it's not mine. I wouldn't mind a lift, and I wouldn't mind going, I guess, a little bigger because I have lost a lot of boobage, but it's not my first priority. It's not my top priority. I mean, honestly, some of my bras at this point, I'm not even kidding. It's like all bra. I don't wear them. I probably should throw them away, but like if I put it on and like literally it's all bra and I have nothing to fill up because I had so much freaking fat, I guess. I don't know. All right. Well, yes. So I'm just coming to you talking about the things I'm doing to try to stay on track and try to mentally get control of this. Somebody said to me recently that I was being cruel to my kids by not letting snacks in my house, and my kids are not starving. My kids are fed very well. They always have food. I pack their lunches very well with their favorite things. But I'm not going to have my house filled with snacks like I did prior. I'm just not. I make dinner every day. My kids eat. They're not starving. So that BS can go out the window because it really kind of didn't sit well with me. But anyway, there's something else, and I forget what it was. But anyway, all right, guys. So I'm going to say bye for now. I'll see you. I will talk. I will check in. I will check in like 2.5 weeks to let you know if I've lost any more weight since. And I really, honestly, the fact that I only lost like 3 pounds like in a month, there for a while, or whatever crazy it was, I don't know. If I even lose 3 pounds the next time I step on the scale, I'll be happy with it because, that 3 pounds. I don't know how much weight should be falling off at this point because everything fell off so fast early because I was practically starving myself. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to give it my all. I'm definitely not going to just sit and start eating the old crap that made me 400 pounds in the first place. So, all right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Bye.